If you're planning to do any kind of advertising or marketing online, you probably know it's best practice to create a sales page for the things that you offer. If you're a yoga teacher, for example, this would be like you're hosting a retreat and you have one page that has the book now button with all the information, frequently asked questions, lodging information, and all the details that someone would need to know to make an informed decision. So a sales page is basically an informational page with a buy now button for the thing that you're selling. And today I wanted to show you that I actually made two sales pages for the exact same offer using two different systems. So if you think you need to hire a fancy graphic designer in order to get a sales page, or if you think you might have to pay a ton of money for a template version of some fancy software, let me show you what I did. So by the way, my name is Ashley and I work with yoga teachers to build the techie stuff, to do the business building, build your websites, build sales pages, and build courses and things online. So what I'm going to show you is my WordPress website sales page and also my OfferingTree sales page. And I will tell you, they are very similar. And these sales pages are actually going to a course that I just launched and created to help yoga teachers and fitness professionals to build an on-demand video library. But before I talk too much about that, the links are probably below to the sales pages. I'm going to link them so you can see them. But also, let's go and show you what I did. Let's check it out. So we'll go into my WordPress site here, and I'm just going to get rid of my face so you can see this. So this is my sales page on my WordPress site. So what you can see is brand new course, video library. This graphic I made in Photoshop, but you could easily make it in Canva. And if I scroll down, there's a buy now button. And then if I keep scrolling down, there's a video, more information, who this is for, and just all of the details that you would want on a sales page. Now, I'm not going to tell you how to write the copy for this, but I wanted to show you the design of it because this was pretty simple to make with WordPress's features that I have on my site. It's not super user intuitive, but I was able to do it very easily. And then I thought, you know what? What if I took that sales page and replicated it in OfferingTree to see if it was possible? And let me tell you, they are so similar. So let's go back to my WordPress site here. If I were to toggle over, so I'm going to switch, you're going to see the difference right now. Do you see the difference? If I scroll down, there's a buy now button, there's a video, there's the same colors, there's the same information, slightly different. So if we just go back and forth, one to the other, I don't think any part of the design would stop people from buying this. Both of them, I have this countdown deadline timer on it, so that that's actually through a third-party integration. So you can do that in both WordPress and OfferingTree. And I don't know if you could even tell the difference. That one is OfferingTree, that's this one, and this one is WordPress. They are so scary similar that I surprised myself. I so surprised myself. And then when someone clicks on the button, it actually goes to a checkout page that I have through another third-party type of thing. But the sales page itself, I was just so amazed that I could basically replicate the exact same thing in OfferingTree that I made in WordPress. And I'm going to post the links to them both so you can see them if you wanted to go to it. On a mobile device, they look great. Both look awesome. I tested it myself. And anyways, I'm very happy about that. And I wanted to show you that because a lot of people who start using OfferingTree think they're very limited with design, or they're limited in the way that they can do things. But the fact that I replicated the sales page, customized it to exactly what I wanted, shows that there really is no limit to what you can do. It's just a matter of limitations in your creativity and your know-how. And I do have a background in graphic design and a little bit in web design, but mostly what I'm an expert at is figuring things out. I am an expert at solving problems. So when I see something that's like a puzzle, I am going to work with it. I am going to play around with it. I'm going to figure it out. And it did took me a little while on OfferingTree to figure out the alignment, to figure out the spacing, because it's not super intuitive. But It's available to you. You just have to learn how. So a lot of this kind of stuff is actually stuff I teach to my clients and students in my membership, Ash's Academy. We talk about this stuff all the time. I love sharing about design and layout and typography and graphic design. That's one of my favorite topics because it's one of the things I have a background in. But really, I wanted to show you that you are not limited if you're using OfferingTree, and it's not your software or platform that's stopping you from making sales. I think so many of us get stuck on this. What should I build a website in? Where should I build it? How should I host it? And all these questions, when really the question is, how can I use what I have to serve my audience and to get what I have out there? So that's all I wanted to share really today, is that I shocked myself in creating a sales page identical to the one that I created in WordPress, and I did so with OfferingTree. So if you use Squarespace, if you use Wix, if you use something else, it's not the platform that is limiting you, all right? I always tell people, if you can't sell something without a software to host it, it's not a software problem, it's a selling problem. You have to be able to sell something or create something without having a software. So just because you're not using OfferingTree yet, or just because you don't have your website complete yet, does not mean you can't sell something. So I was selling things long before I had a website, or a finished website anyway. And so in this course that I have, the one that I just showed you, this one right here, I am talking about how to create a video library. And that means you don't have to have your website finished, but to create a video library, to have something that you can sell online. It doesn't have to come with a finished website. It doesn't have to be the next step after you finish your website. It can be the first step. So that's actually this course that I have. So if you're more interested in that, just go to one of the sales pages, click on the button, and you can join it. But yeah, that's basically it, is that I do think there's so much opportunity out there for beautiful design and easy design practices. I'd love to help you with some of those. I don't have any workshops specific to design, but I do within my membership. So that's always something you can check out. But otherwise, if you're interested in OfferingTree and in a affordable all-in-one system, because WordPress is not all-in-one, you have to integrate a lot of things into it. OfferingTree is fully all-in-one. If you're wondering about an all-in-one system that has landing pages, sales pages, email marketing, course hosting, all the things, you can check it out at offeringtree.com/ashes. That's right here. That is going to actually be a discount for a week free trial, and then 50% off for your first 3 months. So if you want to try it out, awesome. But I highly recommend that you find somebody to help you through the process. And that's what I have become for many people, is I am the person that gives you that step-by-step on actually how to start that website. Because I don't know if you're like me or many others who have been guilty of this, where you see something and it looks awesome and you buy into it, but then it just sits there. Maybe that was a course. Maybe that was a software platform or a course hosting platform. Maybe it was a website software that you see the potential, but the thought of getting started and actually doing it is a little overwhelming. Yes, I know. And the way that I teach it is that you could get done with this stuff in a weekend. You could get your website up in a weekend. You can get your video library up in just a couple hours. So I'm here to help you, and I'm always going to be here to help you. So you can find me at Ashes Yoga anywhere. That's ashesyoga.com, or at Ashes Yoga on Instagram. And that's it. So that's all I wanted to share today. So hopefully that was exciting. I think it was so exciting. That's why I had to come on and make a video. So go ahead and check out the 2 sales pages. See if you can spot the differences. Someone actually said it was like a game where you have to like find the 5 differences on the sales pages. I thought that was kind of silly. So there's a couple font differences, but really I don't think there's anything about any of those sales pages, one way or the other, that would make someone not purchase it if I sent them to this one or that one. I think if I split test it, it would probably be the exact same. All right, that's all I have for you today. Go off and have a wonderful day, and I will catch you later in another video.